Barbados ended the 49th edition of the CARIFTA Games here in Kingston, Jamaica with 11 medals, and I'm just going to talk to the head coach, Mr. Ramon Armstrong. Mr. Armstrong, first of all, congratulations. What is the feeling like to lead this team?
It was a challenging experience, having been the first team since the pandemic, but it was very pleasing and rewarding. These children, before we left, you asked me if we had a team or a phrase. For me, the one word is resilience. This team have been very resilient through COVID to come here and produce these performances. Extraordinary. What
is the biggest lesson learned from this performance?
Well, for me, since I've been here at CARIFTA for a few times, I've had some athletes who in their first appearance or appearance previous did not perform as well, and now come back and see those same athletes medal. I use that as a lesson for a lot of the newcomers to show them that it is all about development and it's all about growth. It's not where you start, but it's where you end.
You mentioned about athletes doing well that would have competed before. Layla Haynes, she competed in 2019. She came here to Jamaica, 2 medals, bronze and silver. Vanessa Graves, she competed in 2019 as well, came here and got a bronze medal. Naya Brown, she didn't even make the qualifying standard. She came and she got a bronze medal. How proud are you of these performances?
Extremely. Words can't express the feeling right now.
And what does this performance say for the future of track and field in Barbados?
Well, when you look at it more in detail, I've spent some time analyzing the performances, and you will notice that except for Naya, most of the medal performances came from more experienced athletes. And for us, I think this tells us that we need athletes to go out and get more experience. Finn is the first timer, but Finn also travels competing in the triathlon. So he has some experience competing outside of Barbados. So for us, I think this sends a message that we need to get more competition for our juniors if we want to deliver proper performances at regional and go on to international meets.
How proud were you of the under 20 girls 4x100 meter relay team? Rakyla Fagan, Kishona Nell, Shadia Worrell, and the last name is
Naya Brown.
Naya Brown, of course. And like I mentioned before, those girls getting a silver medal behind the Jamaicans who did a record.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Those girls were extremely hard. They were extremely happy to work with each other, and it speaks in their performance. It was a very easy task putting those girls together.
The last question for me now, I know COVID-19 was a big hamper for the athletes. Just want to ask you this question in terms of coming here and doing so well. Did you think the pandemic had a big impact?
Well, you see, just like all sports and everything else, the pandemic not only affected Barbados, it affected all the territories. When we come and realize we only have one boy in the understanding discus, so it affected everybody. Speaking to some of my other colleagues from the other countries, they also went through lockdowns and stuff, so all of us suffer. So whenever you come to competition, the playing field is always level. It's always level. I
know it's just said that was the last question, but one more for you, Coachy. I know we talked about medals. That is also a big talking point. 11. I know before we left home, you said that the focus was on developing the athletes.
Yeah, it still is. It still is. The focus is always on producing better performances. If we happen to get a medal in the process, so be it, and that have been proven time and time again.
Head coach of the Barbados CARIFTA team, Mr. Ramon Armstrong. He is a happy man at the end of the CARIFTA Games here in Kingston, Jamaica. Our coverage is sponsored by Powerade and Dasani. Saying goodbye from the Kingston, Jamaica National Stadium.